Places to visit. St. Petersburg, Russia. St. Petersburg is the second largest city in Russia. St. Petersburg is also an important Russian port on the Baltic Sea. The city was formerly known as Petrograd and later Leningrad. Between 1713 and 1728 and 1732 to 1918, St. Petersburg was the imperial capital of Russia. This is one of the most breathtaking, beautiful places on earth. Virtually any building in the large historic center can be considered an attraction. Of course, St. Petersburg is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Russian visa requirements are complex but not hard to manage with some online research. These are some ways to get to St. Petersburg. Pulkovo Airport. This airport serves many domestic and international destinations. There are 5 principal trains in St. Petersburg: Baltinsky, Finlinsky, Landoysky, Moskovsky, and Vepsky Station. You can also travel by bus, but it may take longer to cross the border. If you join a cruise tour to St. Petersburg, you do not need a Russian visa, but you have to stay with your tour. Once you are in St. Petersburg, it is best to take the metro. Here are some points of interest to visit in St. Petersburg.
1. State Hermitage Museum. State Hermitage Museum is a museum of art and culture in St. Petersburg, Russia. One of the largest and oldest museums in the world. It is St. Petersburg's most popular visitor attraction and one of the most prestigious museums in the country. 2. Yusupov Palace. A spectacular palace on the Moika River with some of the best 19th century interiors in the city. The palace's last owner was Prince Felix Yusupov. The basement is where Gregory Rasputin was murdered. 3. Russian Museum. The museum is the largest depository of Russian fine art in St. Petersburg. It is also one of the largest museums in Russia. 4. St.Issac's Cathedral. St.Issac's Cathedral is the largest Russian Orthodox cathedral in the city. The cathedral was originally the city's main church and the largest cathedral in Russia. It was built to be one of the most impressive landmarks of the Russian imperial capital. 5. Church of Spilled Blood. This church is one of the main sites in St. Petersburg, Russia. Church of Spilled Blood was built between 1883 and 1907. 6. Kunstkamera. Kunstkamera was the first museum in Russia. The core of the collections in the exhibit were collected during Peter the Great's lifetime. Other places to visit in St. Petersburg include Palace Square and Marliinsky Theatre.
Here are some tips to keep in mind while visiting the city. Visiting St. Petersburg is generally safe. Tourists are unlikely to be a victim of crime apart from theft. Always carry your ID and passport with you and report any incident to the police. Try to avoid groups of beggars and gypsies. Racism, unfortunately, is still an issue in St. Petersburg. Please bear this in mind if you are Black or Asian. St. Petersburg overall is a great place to visit. You absolutely should visit St. Petersburg if you get the chance. Next, Xi'an, China.